The company section. This section holds all the information about your company registration details, directors and shareholders. Use this section to keep a copy of your company memorandum and articles of association, upload the end of year accounts for the service charges, and upload meeting minutes. The great thing about this section is that it acts as a share register and generates share certificates. Having all your company documents in one place makes them easier to find and helps you stay up to date and compliant. Adding director and shareholder details means that you can communicate with them quickly online via the system. And I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Other parts of the resident system that use the data from this section are messages, files archive, contacts, the accounts section, and the block dashboard. Now let's run through the navigation. Click on the company link and it opens up another 3 options, as you can see: Overview, Members, and Company Info. You can jump to any other section of Resident via the shortcuts on the black panel to the left of your screen here. And clicking on the block dashboard link here takes you back to your list of blocks. The system times you out after 20 minutes, so if this happens, you'll have to select your block again to get back in and view your block dashboard. If you find it easier, you can also use the drop-down menu across the top of your screen to select a block, view messages or send a new one, create a new block or log out, or contact resident user support. If you have more than one block, the name of the block that you're currently in is shown here on the top toolbar. Clicking on this also takes you to the block dashboard for that block. Clicking the back arrow on your web browser will take you back to the previous screen that you were in. Now let's go through company step by step. Click on the company link and it opens up another 3 options, as you can see: Overview, Members, and Company Info. The Overview page is a useful summary screen where you can look up key information about your company that you might need at a moment's notice, such as your company registration number and when your next accounts are due. The information on this page is automatically filled in by Companies House when you enter the company registration number to save you looking it up. If you didn't already fill this in when you first set up, you must enter the date of your AGM down the bottom here. Resident automatically sets the date as 6 months after the company year end. Moving down to Members, this is where current members, shareholders and directors are listed. You can message them directly from here by clicking on their email address. And the Director History tab takes you through to the list where you can edit their details if necessary. For example, if you need to change their status from current to past, or remove them as a director. You can add a new director from this tab by clicking on Add Director. If you've already filled in their details against another block, you can select Existing Person, which will show you a drop-down list of people already in the system. Select the details you want, then enter the date they became a director, and if they're currently serving, tick the current box here. Otherwise, enter the date they cease to be a member. Then click Add Director, and you will see the details are saved here in the Director History screen. If you're adding a new person from scratch, select New Person and fill out the form that comes up. You'll need to add a daytime telephone number. The system won't let you save the form until you have. And it's better to add an email address if you can, as this system is designed for quick emailing and messaging rather than postal communication. But if they don't have an email address, make sure you tick the box here to let the system know not to include this record in bulk email updates. You can add a new address or select one from the system. The current box will be ticked by default, but you can untick and change the dates here as necessary. Then click Add Director and it's done. It's the same process if you want to add a shareholder or a company secretary too. Although if you're adding a shareholder, you'll need to add the number of shares they've been allocated to down the bottom here. This will automatically generate a shares certificate for them, so you don't have to. When you're in the shareholder history screen, you can view the share certificates by clicking on this button next to each shareholder. And you can also download it as a PDF by clicking here. The company member will receive an email from the system explaining that Resident is the platform that's being used to manage the block and inviting them to sign up as a leaseholder so that they can review their service charge accounts and receive email alerts regarding the building. By signing up to Resident, they agree to receive all service charge demands and notices by email rather than post. The third section is the company info library, where we've put together a list of common categories for you to save your legal information and property documents and any plans that you might need to refer to or use as templates. You can add new documents or view ones you've already uploaded by clicking on the link or the Details tab next to it. Clicking on the Files tab will show you what records you already have. Or to upload a new file, click Choose File, select it from your computer and upload here. Click back into Files and you'll see it here. Clicking on View will download it to your computer. If you click on the Notes tab, you can add an explanation, and you can even turn that into a task by ticking the Create as a Task box, creating a title, and then choosing a due date, which means that the system will send you an automatic reminder. Click Add at the bottom here, and you're all done. All these documents will also be saved in the Global Files Archive here. You can find more resident how-to guides on our YouTube channel, and if you need more help, just hit the support button on the top right-hand corner of your screen.